Hello, lovely human. Welcome to Little Flower Tarot, your floral oracle. My name is Krista, and there is a stink bug flying around my room. I'm in the Midwest, and I don't know where you are at the moment. Ah! Oh my God! Whew, that was an ordeal. I have never had have a stink bug land on me like that. That was crazy, right when I started my reading. But yeah, in the Midwest, stink bugs are insanely invasive the past few years. I don't know if they're living in the corn or what, but after they harvest the corn, it's way worse. And then they start getting in the houses and they're everywhere. And I used to think stink bugs were really cool because they were like shaped like a shield. And I always thought, oh, that's like protective energy. But those were more like the cute green stink bugs that I would see outside. These are little ugly brown stink bugs, and the fact that there are so many of them and they're always trying to get in the house, I've come to borderline hate them. And it is literally the only bug I feel that way about. And it's just an interesting relationship that we have. So I find that funny. And it could be correlating to the reading. Like I said, they're kind of like shields. I'm asking, messages from your angels, messages from your guides, especially the archangels. I've got a few decks that are associated with archangels that I'm going to be using today. So I'm really just wanting to channel messages from these amazing protective beings. And if I'm being honest, I've had, like, when I first started doing Reiki, I was always calling out to archangels. I was really interested in these higher beings that were here to assist us. And I've kind of like veered off of that in a way. I still call on them, but I'm more so kind of like go direct to source kind of person. But I just did a guided meditation, and it was with Archangel Michael. And I just remembered like the beginning of my journey with Reiki and how light everything was and how fascinating everything was and how comforting really everything was. Like whenever I would do Reiki meditations or receive Reiki, I would always feel the presence of angels all around. And I kind of miss that. I miss being more intimately connected with the angelic realm. And so coming from that space that I was just in with that meditation with Archangel Michael, it only felt right to do this message. Like exist in a space with the angels during this time and channel messages that you need from your angels. So I'm excited to get into it. I want to mention, I do have a Patreon that I just put up. I'm 1 month into it, and I will be recording October of 2024's readings very soon. And in that Patreon, I'm hoping to basically just help support you through your life. There will be 2 pick a card readings every month. There will be an in-depth infinite prayer, Reiki blessing, and guided visualization every month. And it will help both. My intention is to help you both internally with your healing journey and externally with your journey of manifestation or just whatever it is you're creating for your life. So if you're interested in that, there will be a link down below. But otherwise, let's go ahead and get into this reading. So you can choose group number 1, 2, or 3. 1 and 3 are mums, chrysanthemums, and number 2 is a sunflower. So whichever one's pulling you in, go ahead and click the corresponding timestamp below, and I will see you in the reading. Hello, lovely human. Welcome to Little Flower Tarot, your floral oracle. My name is Krista. And for today's reading, my intention is to channel a message from your guardian angels, from the archangels, from your guides, just basically your spirit team with a heavy emphasis on angels. I was mentioning in the intro that I just got done doing a guided meditation with Archangel Michael. And I hadn't done a meditation like that in a while. And I was mentioning early on in my Reiki journey, I was always calling on the archangels, and I was always feeling the presence of angels around and feeling their protection. And I miss that. And I want to bring a little bit more of that into my life. I still do it, but it's not the same as when I first started Reiki. And I just want to kind of bring that yeah, just bring that energy back in. And so that was my inspiration for this reading. Before we get into the reading, I do want to mention I have a Patreon. So in my Patreon, my intention is to help support you through your life, basically. I'm having 2 pick a card readings per month. One is going to be internally based to help you with your healing journey, your connection to the self. And the other is going to be externally based, which is more about what you're creating in your life purpose, etc. So if you're interested in that, oh, and also I'm going to be having an in-depth infinite prayer, guided visualization, and a Reiki blessing as well that's connected to the internal reading. So I'm also going to pop on there with channeled messages or just any extra readings I want to do on there, or maybe even just Reiki blessings I want to pop on with. I'm going to keep it very fluid, and yeah, there's a link below if you want to check that out. So let's go ahead and get into the reading. You chose the red mum. So with a deep red color, I'm getting this feeling of security, root chakra, and with mum being a fall flower, I'm thinking of the shedding of skin, like that transmutation that comes with letting things go and letting the new emerge, or even going into hibernation, just transformation in general. Yeah, we'll see where the reading goes, but that's the vibe I'm getting from the mom. All right. So I pulled a tarot card. I've never done this. I usually do oracle cards for the overarching theme, but honestly, these cards were just so beautiful that I wanted them to be in the intro and in the thumbnail picture. And I was like, hey, why not? Let's do an overarching theme as a specific tarot card. I kind of like that idea anyway. So let's see what you got. You got number 18 with Up in the Air. Now, number 18 typically is the moon card in tarot. So I'm with Up in the Air, and this doesn't have a moon in sight on it. I'm wondering if this Akashic Tarot is something different. Let's see. All right, so in the book, there's a message that says, during this time of your life, there are aspects of an important situation that seem hidden to you. You may feel a strong, almost urgent desire to know how it's going to turn out. You can connect with your spirit guides and the Akashic records and ask for a little insight, but there are elements that are unknown and at this time unknowable. There is too much about the situation that is still up in the air. This could be due to the influence of others who are undecided, or some events may not have yet come to pass, or unexpected discoveries are yet to be made. Trust is the only way for you now. Okay, so it is very similar to the moon card. The moon is about things being murky, the unseen, your subconscious, your intuition. So it does make sense, and it does correlate with the moon card. And the main message was, it's kind of giving me Hanged Man energy a little bit too, especially with the phrase up in the air. It's giving me this vibe of but there are some elements of your situation right now that you're not meant to know, and that it's best that you don't know. So the challenge might be letting go of control and focusing on that, and being aware of your patterning of wanting to control everything or trying to control things, kind of spinning your wheels in a place where you're just exerting energy for the sake of feeling like you are in control, when really it's something that isn't in your control right now. So okay, so I'm going to pull some oracle cards to get some more context. I'm pulling guided to grab these Archangel Animal Oracle cards. So I was kind of thinking that these would be like animal guides, and it's called Archangel Animals. So I'm assuming these cards, I've only used them once or twice. But I think, yeah, it's an Archangel and an animal in one card. So I'm going to pull, I think just one. And then I want to pull an Archangel Michael card as well. All right, let's see what we get. So your animal is the goat. I love that. I'm a Capricorn, so I love the goat. Act from your innate wisdom. And then these, I don't know this Archangel at all. It says Archangel Perlemiek, and Pan, god of nature. Interesting. Okay. I wasn't going to read the book, but this Archangel Perlemiek is interesting. It literally tells me nothing about who Archangel Perlemiek is. So we will just have to, I don't know, if you're interested, I guess you could Google it. But I love that. I love that there's this energy of trust in your path, stay determined. It's kind of like put your head down and keep going, and trust that everything's unfolding exactly as it should be, and don't worry about the things that are out of your control. Okay, so now I'm going to pull an Archangel Michael card. Ooh, and this top one honestly just wants to come up, so we're just going to grab that one. Focus upon divine and perfect health. Okay. My prayer, God and Archangel Michael, thank you for continuously reminding me to focus upon perfect health and for guiding my actions so that they support my well-being. If there are anybody who are worried about their health or worried about an aspect of their health, a body part that hurts, just something about their health, there is a message here to trust that the answers will come. There is a message that you are on the right path to healing, that there is a route to peace that you may not be aware of. There is a light at the end of the tunnel that is more bright and more powerful than you can ever imagine. There's miracle healing energy available to you, more than you could ever know. There's this feeling of aligning with miracles and using your will to align with miracles, align with healing energy, instead of spinning your wheels, instead of trying to control things that you don't have control over. There's this feeling of not knowing exactly the severity of what's wrong with you, or exactly what is going on with as far as a health situation. And this can range from mild to severe. So however this is resonating, just take it as it comes for you. But there is this feeling of not knowing about something, and that causing a little bit of stress or fear, or a lot of stress or fear. And there's very much just this comforting energy coming through. Don't worry, we've got it taken care of. We're on it. There, Archangel Raphael seems to be coming through really strongly, and he is available to you. All you have to do is reach out and ask. There are lots of meditations online that are connected to Archangel Raphael. I've done Reiki meditations. Particularly, I've taken baths and done healing meditations with Archangel Raphael, and those felt really powerful. There's this really strong message of all you have to do, like what you do have control over, is to align with this healing energy, to put your intention into aligning with healing, with this uplifting light energy, this comforting, loving energy that's going to help you feel safe and grounded and good in your soul and in your body. And there's just this feeling of it's going to be okay. And this is what you can do to help yourself. Don't worry about all those external elements that are literally out of your control. What you can do is align with healing in whatever way you feel called to. So that's a strong message that came through. Yeah. Act from your innate wisdom. Yeah, there's this feeling of connecting to the infinite nature of your being and releasing your attachments to the earth plane in a way that you recognize the purpose of your being while you're here. And there's like this feeling of acceptance of your human experience, no matter the struggle, no matter the pain, no matter the weight of it all. finding acceptance in the midst of it, knowing that this is a temporary experience and that you came here to experience this. You came here to experience pain. You came here to experience sadness and loss and all of this. You came here to Earth to be a part of this and to shift the energy here for the better in your own unique way. And your soul is infinite and your life is bigger than your life on Earth, and your love and your relationships and your connections are bigger than what they are on Earth. So there's very much a strong message here to connect to that spiritual side and deepen into it a little bit more and spend time in that space. And there's this really just loving spiritual energy that wants to come through for you and comfort you and give you peace of mind and give you a higher perspective on your situation. So yeah, I love that. All right, so I'm going to pull some Archangel Power tarot cards. And for some reason, okay, I'm sorry. Now I am going to look up who Archangel Perlemiek is. One second. Okay, it says Archangel Perlemiek holds the divine blueprint for our fifth dimensional world, and it's connected to nature and Pan. This does say and Pan, so connected to like the god of nature. So this energy of the blueprint of nature, like the 5D blueprint of nature, connecting to that. It's this feeling, let me see if I can like tap into the essence of it. It's this feeling of, because it is connected to the earth plane, but it's still 5D. Well, I mean, nature in general is very connected to 5D, and it's a message about the intermingling of your 3D reality with 5D reality and the possibility that such deep healing of your body is available to you through this connection to this higher dimension, and nature being an environment that you can enter into that will be like a Kickstarter or like a turbo power for you to connect to that energy. So you can meditate anywhere and you can connect to these higher energies anywhere, but nature in particular helps amplify your ability to align with these energies and to help heal your body. So yeah, interesting. Okay, so let's get these Archangel Power Tarot. And you can substitute, a lot of this is talking about the physical body, but you can substitute the mental body, like if you're going through mental struggles or mental health issues. It just says health on this card. So anything, spiritual health, mental health, yeah, physical health, whatever makes sense for you, or even a loved one's. You can apply this to a loved one's physical health. And you know what? I'm going to throw the intention out there right now that this entire reading, as you're listening, that the archangels who wish to come through in this reading, your guides, your guardian angels who wish to come through to support you in this reception of this message and alignment with healing, that they do come through, and that this totally just feels like a transmission for you. And that's just something you have to consent to or not consent to. And by consenting to it, it will just be the guardian angels, the guides that are most beneficial for you at this time, specifically you. It's your own little bubble, your own little world. That's my intention. So for the highest good of your life and your reality, that's all who would come through. So if you want to consent to that, you totally can. And I'm definitely consenting to it for me too. So, all right, let's see. What do we have? Oh my gosh, these are so messy. There might be a lot of just worry, I feel like, or fears around this health concern. But there's so much comfort surrounding you and available to you, and healing available to you, and miracle energy that all you have to do is align to it. Okay, so you got the Page of Raphael, which is the Page of Cups. And it says gentle, loving, dreamy, open-hearted. And it says a new emotional situation, messages regarding relationships or social invitations, great intuitive insight. So the Page of Cups is a very light-hearted energy. Raphael, I did speak of Raphael, and Raphael does have to do with healing the physical body. And he's a beautiful energy to call on for comfort when going through mental or physical stress. There's a cleansing energy coming through with the ocean in the background. And there's this woman on the card. And the first thing that caught my attention here was she was looking forward. Like Archangel Raphael is behind her, sending her loving energy. And she's facing forward and she almost has like a suspicious energy. Like she's, or not really suspicious, but like very serious. That's kind of the vibe. And it does give me that feeling of control, like grasping for control in a situation when the divine wants to take your burdens from you and wants to help you and wants to heal you. And there's this feeling of clinging so tightly to control that it's harder for the divine to access your being in the way that they like to. So this grasping for control or spinning your wheels or feeding your energy into situations that aren't serving you or aren't helping you in this way is actually getting in the way of what can help you. That's what it feels like. So there really is just a loosening of your grip, a lightening up, a trusting and opening of your heart, a knowing that comfort is available to you, awakening is available to you, like insight. There's this, it says great intuitive insights, like this feeling of aligning with this beautiful, comforting, healing energy. And in doing so, you gain awareness over your situation in a way that you wouldn't have if you hadn't aligned with it, if you hadn't taken the time to do that. Okay, let's see what else you got. Queen of Ariel. So this is the Queen of Pentacles, I believe. It says mature, practical, generous, and happy. And then it says nurture yourself and those you love. The ability to make anything more beautiful. Practical and wise advice. I'm going to make sure this is, one second. This is, Ariel is, Ariel is, I thought it was cups, but maybe it is pentacles. Because I do know that Ariel is associated with nature as well. So you've got a lot of strong nature vibes here. Okay, yes. Ariel is pentacles. So you got the Queen of Pentacles. That's awesome. And you know what's funny? I took some crystals to help me support the flowers, just to hold them upright. But I wonder if these are actually connected. This is a red jasper and a rose quartz. And that has to do with, like, red jasper is very like root chakra, earth element, just like grounding energy. And rose quartz is like an opening of the heart. And that does feel like the energy that you need right now. And the two energies that came through with these two cards. If there is someone in your life who is a similar, like a Queen of Pentacles, like a nurturing, caring, grounded, generous person, there might be like just sharing your journey with them or sharing your struggles or unearthing some things to this person could be beneficial to you. So whoever's coming to mind, if not, that's okay. You could literally just call on Archangel Ariel and ooh, I kind of like that idea. Like calling on an archangel that feels right to you and having a conversation. Like if there's stuff you don't really want to share with anyone or you're not ready to share with someone, you can always call on archangels or your guardian angels or your guides. And you can unearth what you're thinking, what you're feeling, what you're going through. And their light will shine on it with love and with non-judgment and with curiosity and openness. And And I feel like that could be beneficial as well. Okay. I think I'm going to pull some more from the Akashic Tarot. Okay. So we got the Queen of Roses, or the Queen of Cups. That's almost what I thought that Queen of Pentacles was. It's actually... So you got the Queen of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups. I love that. I'm going to actually put these next to each other. So the Queen of Cups is this nurturing, feminine, loving, caring, compassionate, non-judgmental energy. And I just want to pull a few more and get some context. And then you've got the King of Swords. So these two are interesting. We've got the King of Swords and the Queen of Cups. Very differing energies here. They're both looking at each other. So I like that. And then the King, I like that the King of... Wait, no. This is the King of Forces. Hold on. The King of Forces is actually the King of Wands. I'm sorry. But it's hilarious because literally the next card's the King of Swords. So you were going to get this King of Swords anyway. Okay. And then the Seven of Swords. These are so different from typical tarot. So I'll try to pull from the tarot meanings, but I kind of almost just want to read the meanings of what they seem to be in these cards because they're super interesting. I like that the two numbers you got are sevens, and 7 is a number for the divine. So God has their hand all over this, and I feel like this call to connect to the divine is so strong right now, especially with these court cards. Like, holy moly, you've got 2 kings and 2 queens. I mean, it's giving me this vibe of like a group of people as well. I don't know if there are community-oriented situations where you can unearth what you're going through and have support from a more community, a more group situation, or just a friend group. And then, let's see. Community is so strongly emphasized here. The Seven of Scrolls card. Well, the Seven of Swords is about deception, hidden truths. But this Seven of Scrolls says intricacies and industry. And it's an image of a man who's been... It almost looks like he's restoring an old, beautiful building. So, and then with the Seven of Keys, or the Seven of Pentacles, that's about reaping benefits and rewards. Or like reaping your harvest of work put in. And it says the ascent. And this is a man who's like achieved this. He's at the top of a mountain, just open air, sunlit sky. He can see for miles. And so with this, there is this feeling of victory. There's a message here about all of the work you've been doing to heal yourself has not been in vain, and that complete healing and victory and higher awareness of your situation is not only available to you, but assured for you. And with the goat there, though, I do feel as though it's going to be something that you co-create. This sense of healing, this sense of enlightenment, awakening, a deeper connection to your higher nature, a deeper connection to healing energy in general. And there's very much this realignment that wants to happen inside of you, where you're more connected to like higher planes of existence. So again, with this Seven of Scrolls here and the way he's rebuilding and repairing an old, beautiful building, it feels like there's been an existence on the ground, like a grunt work kind of energy, like sludging through, pushing through, like doing the heavy healing, doing the hard healing, doing the hard work. And it feels like it's all going to pay off, and this one step after another is exactly what you need to be doing. You've been doing an amazing job at that. While there is this other message that was coming through about this healing availability for you, it's coming through to you right now because now is the time. There's this feeling that you've been sludging through a lot of heavier energies, and I think it was interesting because in the meditation I just did, and I did 2 meditations, can't remember which one it was, but there was something about like you've picked up kind of like if you're on a healing journey and you want complete healing, like you want to move forward in your life from a situation, and you're doing shadow work and you're like, I'm going to leave no stone left unturned. I'm going to heal this completely. And it's kind of feeling like you've gathered all the stones, like you've unturned all the stones. They're all done. You've done the work, and that heavier exploration is done. And then it's like, now we need this ascent. Now we need to shine light onto this space. It's like we've excavated everything. I'm getting the idea of like when a surgeon goes in to remove all of the cancer they found, like if it was all concentrated in one spot and they're able to completely remove all of it, right? So it's like everything's been excavated, and now it's just time for healing. So there might still be a wound there that still needs, like the place in which the wound was, or how do I put it? Like, you probably understand what I mean. Like the place in which the trauma happened now needs to be uplifted and healed. So, and in a strange way, it's like the source of that trauma is being healed through that. So everything's done. The healing is complete. It's just now that kind of, it feels like there's like a void that needs just filled up, or just needs to, like the light of love needs to be shone upon it. And so continuously aligning with higher vibrations and healing vibrations, calling on your guardian angels, any archangels that you feel called to, feels very important right now. And just, it feels like in doing so and aligning with these higher vibrations, just awakening after awakening will happen upon you. New neural pathways will be created. New ways of experiencing life will be created. And soon it will be a thing of the past. You know, these shadows of this wound will no longer be affecting you. So yeah, there's very much, definitely. And if that's not present yet, like that phase, that's what's coming for you. So, yeah. And again, I'm curious about, it's kind of mind-blowing, and it is incredibly balanced. These court cards, you've got the King of Swords, the King of Wands, the Queen of Cups, and the Queen of Pentacles. All 4 elements and all 4 like major court cards. That is mind-blowing to me. It feels like so stable, and it's like makes this corner, it's like a cornerstone of your reality. This could be people in your life. This could be your guides. This could be the divine supporting you and being like Jesus. Don't they call Jesus like the cornerstone of, I don't know, honestly. What is it? He's called the stone that was rejected became the cornerstone. I kind of like that symbolism too with this card, where I was talking about he's like laying new stones on this building. Yeah, like the stone that was rejected becomes the cornerstone. Okay. Yes, I looked it up. And I think it's in the Bible. It says the stone that the builders rejected has become the cornerstone. So this could be in relation to your healing journey. There could be, and for me, I believe that the physical reflects the internal. So whether you're dealing with an internal issue, spiritual, mental, etc., or you're dealing with like an actual physical issue, they mirror each other. So with the message of the stone that the builders rejected becomes the cornerstone, I'm thinking of this internal journey of self-blame, shame, judgment, and going into that space and excavating that space and healing that space. And then once you've removed whatever toxicity was there, now sending love into that space and uplifting that space. And once all is said and done, no matter how murky or heavy or sludgy this journey has been, when it's all said and done, and I love that I'm seeing this up in the air, when you're up in the air, in the sky, like just using that in a different terms, like up in the air, seeing things with the ascent, when you're seeing things from a higher point of view, from the healed point of view, you'll understand why you had to go through everything that you went through, because ultimately this journey has created this solid foundation and cornerstone to your existence that had you had not gone through it, your life would not be so beautiful, or you would not have the capacity to receive the beauty that awaits you in your life, the love that awaits you in your life. So this journey you're on is very purposeful. And again, whatever stage of the journey you're on is up to you, but I'm going to go over. So the beginning of the stage is this recognition of healing that needs done, and excavating and drawing out the poison or drawing out the toxins. The second stage is healing the wound, healing the space in which the trauma happened, sending light and love to that space and compassion to that space, and connecting to a higher plane of existence, connecting to nature. And then the third phase of it, you're living on this secure foundation. You are living in a healed state, and you're aware of just why you had to walk through all of it. Because now you're more connected to God, you're more connected to your body, to nature, you're more able to receive the beauty and the bounty and the abundance that wants to come into your life. You're more connected to your purpose and your it's more of like your essence as a human being and why you're here, and you're more connected to, like, you're more experiencing of the moment because you're more connected to the visceral reality that you're only here for a short period of time, like the temporary nature of reality. So you're in a completely new experience of life after all of this. And it's more connected to beauty, more connected to love, more connected to the people around you. You see the beauty and amazingness of all of the people around you. You see their higher selves. You see their potential. You love them unconditionally. You're able to see others with love in a new way, and just be able to exist in an experience of life where you're overflowing with love and compassion for yourself and for others. And you're more connected to the pleasure of life, and you just love your life, and you're so grateful for, like, there's a lot of gratitude, slowness. There's a feeling of slowing down, of just being more in the moment, being more proud of who you are and what you get to experience as yourself, as you're like through your life on earth. And yeah, there's just so much like juicy goodness in this new phase that's coming. And there's also like a feeling of letting go of burdens and kind of awakening to the reality that some things just aren't worth stressing over or worrying over. It's this feeling of letting go of things you can't control, like truly letting them go, like feeling it in your body and being that it's not something you want to entertain, and it's just letting things go more easily and focusing on what matters the most, which is loving the people around you and loving yourself and enjoying those little things, and yeah, just being more connected to life. So yeah, your journey is a beautiful one. The human journey is a beautiful one, and I see you embracing it moving forward and being grateful for every moment. So, Alrighty, I think I'm going to pull just like maybe 2 or 3 more from this Ask Your Guides Oracle, and then that will be that for this reading. All right, you got partnerships and love and nature spirits. I mean, come on. That's just a reiteration of everything I just said. Like, love, connection to your community, connection to your loved ones, nature spirits. There's such a heavy emphasis on nature. There's just a more feeling of like connecting with the energy of nature and allowing it to realign you, allowing it to teach your energy and your body and your mind and your being, your spirit, your soul. Like, well, remind you, really. It's not even teaching you, it's just reminding you, because your soul already is in natural flow. And the more you're in nature, the more your soul remembers what that natural flow is meant to feel like. And that is your true essence. So I really feel like this more soulful connection to nature awaits you. So intending to connect to that when you do go in nature would be good. Or even when you're just at home, nature is all around us. So, and then we've got survival with healer guides. So I'm going to assume that this healing that you've been doing does have to do with like survival instincts, root chakra, sacral chakra type healing, fear, healing fear, clearing fear, especially if it's been a physical issue. Then there's so much fear that comes with, physical like problems. Like, I think a lot of fear can be wrapped up in that. And there's just so much, again, there's like, it's like, look at this. Like, there are sharks in the water, there's a man standing on a boat, and then there's these, there are these hands coming down, like hands of the divine shining light into this space. And there is just so much nurturing that wants to happen in like the darkest spaces of you. And just let it in, just start letting it in, no matter how uncomfortable it feels at first. And the more you let it in, the more you'll start to know and feel truly who you truly are, and what you're truly worthy of, and how you're worthy of feeling in your life, healed, happy, and whole. So yeah, one more, and then we've got truth with higher self. So I have been getting this message throughout this entire reading about the more you're connecting to this higher realm, you'll be getting insights that will help you understand what you're going through and will help give you peace of mind. No matter what the reflection in your physical world is or in your body is, there are truths available to you that will resonate in your entire being, that will help you feel comforted, help you feel safer, help you feel this deeper knowing of why everything is as it is. So definitely intend to connect to this. Again, guided meditations are really good. You can literally, there are meditations that are like connect to your higher self, connect to 5D reality, or connect to whatever pulls you in or resonates with you, or going to classes. There was very, like, again, with this community, going to classes that are being held in your community that are healing sessions, like sound baths, or group Reiki, or yoga series classes, or just anything that you feel called to. So alrighty, I think that is your reading. This was really beautiful. Thank you so much for being here. I am going to mention again, if you want to check out my Patreon, there's a link down below for that. But I've got a few other ways you can support me if you'd like to. You can like, comment, or subscribe to my channel. You can check out my merchandise. It's really cute. It's got my bee logo on it with the phrase, "Hello, lovely human." You can check out my other YouTube channel, which is called Soul Hearken. It is my heart and soul in video form. And you can also check out my other infinite prayer sessions. So the infinite prayer is a space you can enter into and receive a Reiki blessing, and along with it is a guided visualization. So those go along with some of my readings. So if you feel called to any of those, go right ahead. Underneath them, there is a link to the corresponding reading as well. So yeah, all right. So yeah, you can check out the reading beforehand if you want to. What else? I feel like there's so many things to mention and I always forget. You can book a private session with me. I offer private sessions one-on-one that do include the distance Reiki, and then I do offer pre-recorded tarot readings as well. So there's a link down below. Sometimes I have spots open and sometimes I don't. So it's just, you can click the link and see. But yeah, otherwise I think I covered everything. Yeah, I think so. If there's a link down, like if you want to check out all my offerings, there are links down below. So, alrighty, thank you so much. I hope to see you in another reading. Bye. Hello, lovely human. Welcome to Little Flower Tarot, your floral oracle. My name is Krista, and for this reading, I am intending to connect to the archangels, your guardian angels, and your guides, with a heavy emphasis on the angels. So right before this reading, I got out of a guided meditation with Archangel Michael, and it reminded me how much I love connecting to the angelic realm. It is so comforting and loving and uplifting and enlightening, and I just wanted to bring that energy right here into the reading. So that is my intention for you. I want to bring all of what I just said, those beautiful energies, to you in your life today. So you chose this beautiful sunflower. So sunflowers represent authenticity, light, kind of like the light of your being, your ability to shine bright in your life. It also represents abundance and freedom. But for this sunflower in particular, it is a little closed up right now. I'm going to place it on some water and have it just float in some water, and I know eventually it will open up. And I kind of thought that might be indicative of where this reading might be going. It might have something to do with either your heart opening up slowly or your light, like being comfortable and feeling safe to shine your light more brightly, like slowly over time. So I'm excited to see where this reading goes. Let's go ahead and put this up here. Yeah, pretty. All right, so I pulled an Akashic Tarot card for your overarching theme, and let's see what you got. So you've got the Two of Keys, which is the Two of Pentacles, and it says the Treasure. So the Two of Pentacles is about balance. It's about juggling different tasks or responsibilities. It's about kind of flowing through life and all of your intentions, like, yeah, flowing through all of your intentions and your responsibilities and the tasks of your day with effortless ease, you know, bouncing in and out of what you need to do. And I'm kind of getting this feeling of bouncing from one task that requires your focus and your energy and your attention, and then instantly being able to move into rest or move into stillness when you need it. It's this knowing of the ebbs and flows and heeding them and doing that in such a balanced way that makes your life less stressful, makes your life more vibrant. It's this feeling of having a lot going on, but you're able to handle it effortlessly. So, and then with the Treasure, these are definitely different than the normal tarot, but I kind of like it because it's bringing in more elements. But we've got, oh darn, this isn't the nicest picture. So it's a guy who's in his cabin, and it looks like someone had raided his cabin, either that or he's looking for something maybe, and he's the one that, like, you know, was looking everywhere and raiding everything. But it's so interesting. It's like he's upset that maybe someone took the treasure, but I see like some treasure down here, and then back here I see this treasure box that's open and a light shining out of it. So it's almost giving the message of feeling like something's been taken, or feeling like you've lost sight of something, or you've lost something, but really the whole time it was there all along. It's still there. So it's like, it's kind of giving me Five of Cups energy, like, or no, Four of Cups. No, Five of Cups. Both Four and Five of Cups. They're very similar. But Five of Cups is kind of like focusing on the spilled cups and not seeing the two beautiful cups that are still right in front of you. And it almost gives me this feeling of like something being taken from you that you had been placing a lot of value on, that ultimately wasn't what was truly more valuable. Like what was truly valuable was kept safe the whole time. And so it's like losing something, but like it being meant to be lost. Like this was meant to be taken from your life because it wasn't in your highest good to have it there. So it's like the divine, and I like how this lantern's hanging on top too. It's giving me this like divine insight coming in and showing the truth of like, no, the treasure's still here. Don't worry, it's intact. It's just different than what you might have thought it would be. So that's interesting. All right, let's see. I'm going to pull one Archangel Animal Oracle card to see what Archangel is here, or energies of an Archangel is here, and then what animal is present, like animal guide is present as well. Group number 2, Animal and Archangel Guide. What do we have? I'm excited. Ooh, I love this. Kingfisher. Be patient and focused. Archangel Bakpi. I've never heard of Archangel Bakpi. It was similar to group number 1. The archangel on that, I had no idea what it was. So I'm going to look it up. Okay. From what I'm looking at, he is an archangel who oversees the bird kingdom, which I love. I feel very connected to birds, and I always feel like birds are messengers. They're spirit guides. They're little helpers. They're friends. So I really love that. And the kingfisher is, I don't know a lot about the kingfisher, but I'm assuming that bird is a good fisher. I'm gonna look at I gotta look at the thing. Good little fisherman bird. Maybe he's connected to Jesus too, because Jesus was associated with fishing fish. I'm going to read a little bit. It seems sweet. These beautiful birds are third dimensional and come from Sirius. They live in and by water, which keeps their energy pure. Water contains the love energy of the universe, and kingfishers carry this agape, pure, unconditional love in their aura and spread it wherever they fly. When you gasp with pleasure as a kingfisher flashes past you, your sudden elevation in consciousness opens doors of opportunity in the universe. This bird is demonstrating the importance of maintaining clear and positive thoughts and being ready for any break or chance that comes your way. Kingfishers teach us about patience. While they wait serenely to catch a fish, they are holding their focus on one appearing. By their positive intent, they attract the fish, and as soon as their goal is in sight, they act immediately. So it's kind of giving like manifestation vibes. All right. Now I'm going to pull an Archangel Michael card. I'm not getting like super clear vibes of the main topic of the reading just yet. Group number 1's had to do with health, so maybe this Archangel Michael card will give us a little bit more clarity. All right, so shut up. That was our blah, 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 blah. You know, I'm going to keep it on the side because it was weird that I had mentioned group number 1's card and then literally the card came out. So I am going to keep it over here just as like a reference. But this is talking about, it says focus upon divine and perfect health. And group number 1's reading was a lot about aligning with higher frequencies to help you connect to divine healing energy. And it was focused on the physical health quite a bit, but also mental and spiritual health as well. So yeah, again, I'm just going to leave that right up there as a kind of key point, like a reference point, because I feel like it has a little bit to do with this reading. But I want you to have your own Archangel Michael card to help me focus in on what your reading's about. Wow, you got 2. Man, Archangel Michael. I'm just going to take this as Archangel Michael is heavily with you, heavily available to you, might want to help you and assist you on your journey right now. Archangel Michael is about protection. He can help clear away like toxic energies. He can help cut cords. he's very comforting and loving and very powerful, very close to God. And I think his name means like he who is like God, very close to Jesus. So Archangel Michael is a really solid archangel to call on. But you've got 2 cards from that deck. And the first one says, forgive yourself. You've done nothing wrong. It says, and then there's a prayer. And the prayer is, I ask that you help me to let go of self-blame and forgive myself. Please guide me in releasing any toxic anger or fear towards others. Thank you, Archangel Michael, for allowing me to feel centered and at peace. And then you also got, the person you're asking about is trustworthy. Thank you for helping me have faith so I can open my heart wider in my relationships. I am grateful for your protection, ensuring that only trustworthy people are in my life. Some of you could be leaving a person behind or a group of people. That could be the thing that was lost in this 2 of Keys card. All right, and now I'm going to pull some Archangel Power Tarot. And my intention for you is to feel connected to the angelic realm right now, and to, if you consent to it, to allow your guardian angels and the archangels who wish to assist you now, your guides, to come in and fill your heart and being with comfort and love and enlightenment. And my intention is that only the beings who are in your highest good come in for you. So yeah, that's my prayer right now. And if you want to consent to that, go right ahead. And I'm just praying so much, just beautiful energy coming into you right here, right now. So, all right, let's see what tarot cards you got. You've got the 7 of Ariel, which is the 7 of Pentacles. And it says, you have invested wisely. Have patience and wait for the harvest. Review your progress and make plans for your next endeavor. So that's another card telling you to have patience. I think this health card really does want to be more of a part of this reading. So we're pulling her in here. Okay. All right, your next tarot card, you got the World with, of course, Archangel Michael. It says, a very happy ending, coming full circle, spiritual growth and insight. Seriously, you got the 3 of Michael, the 3 of Swords. Michael is Swords, that's my guess. Release the past. You will grow from this situation. Time heals all wounds. 2 of Gabriel. Gabriel is, I'm going to go with Wands because it says make bold and ambitious choices. Great progress is possible. Important relationships with people who share your vision. Yep, and 2 of Wands is about vision. 9 of Pentacles, 9 of Ariel. Your dreams are fulfilled. Hard work leads to great success. A love for the beautiful things in life. Number 13, the Death card with Peace. Archangel Azrael. Release the past. There's more enriching future coming. Let go and let God. And then, of course, Michael, one more time. You got the Queen of Michael. Brilliant, self-reliant, insightful, humorous. You know exactly what to do. The benefit of experience. A time for career rather than relationships. Okay. And on the bottom, we have 12. Perspective with Archangel Shamiel. And this is the Hanged Man. It says, there's a better way. Pause for reflection and insight. Dare to be different. So if you haven't picked up already, there is a huge message here to let go, to release the past and trust in this new beautiful future that's coming for you. There's so much beauty ahead of you. It feels like whatever work you've been putting in towards your future is paying off. 9 of Pentacles is this sovereign reality. Yeah, this is heavily focused on career. I really feel like if there have been any heartbreaks or any relationships that haven't been benefiting you in terms of you rising into your potential, you rising into the person you're meant to be and where you want to go and the vision you see, if there have been anybody who have been getting in the way of that, or who have been kind of casting a shadow or casting doubt onto your vision, onto the work you've been putting in, onto your plans, if they have been somehow removed from your life, or if you've been contemplating it, there is a strong message here to spend less time with them, to let them go, whatever the case may be, whatever is suitable to your situation. There is this feeling of leaving behind something and walking through some bittersweetness or even some pain for like leaving it behind. Let me put this over here. There's not a lot of room, so we'll just kind of stick the perspective card down here. So there very much is this ending of cycles energy coming through right now. We are at the completion of a cycle, and there's this feeling of kind of just sweeping away the debris of what there's too much going on. It's almost like a storm came through your life and like cleaned away everything that wasn't serving you, and only left like, it's like you're left with like the bare, like the essentials are left, like the bare minimum is left. And moving forward, it's almost like in order to move forward into your dream life and into the vision you see, you have to temporarily like get to the bare minimum of what you need right now. There's like a stripping back, a stripping away. There's like definitely letting go and release happening for you, whether that be your relationships, whether that be certain old ways of being, old mentalities, habits, whatever it may be. And it doesn't even feel like it's like a forceful thing. It just feels like it's inevitable and it's the natural way. And releasing these things is going to come naturally to you, and all you have to do is get out of your own way. So it's this feeling of going with the flow of what wants to happen around you, even if it's intense, even if it's uncomfortable, even if it's painful in certain elements. It's this, you're in a very transformational moment in your life right now, and it is time to move forward. It is time to move on into a completely new reality and cycle in your life. There are so many wishes fulfilled for you on the other side of this transformation and this change. You've got so much beauty coming to you. There's a strong message with the Two of Gabriel with the make bold and ambitious choices. There's this like one pointed, hyper focused energy that wants to come through you, where you are, every little decision you make in your life is aligning you with your goal. You have a vision that you see, and if it doesn't align with that vision, it's not like worth your time. And that does, by no means does that mean you're just work. Sometimes taking a break and spending time with your family is what aligns with that vision, right? Or taking a break and meditating or exercising or walking in nature, or time for stillness is what helps you align with that vision, right? Because we do need, like we kind of mentioned with the two of earlier, we had that message of flowing in and out of all of these tasks that need done and mastering that feeling of finding rest when you need it, exercising when you need it, eating healthy foods when you need it. There's this feeling of mastering your workflow and your work-life balance, and having that one-pointed focus and making sure you're getting where you need to go while still maintaining balance in your life. But there are these like non-negotiable things where certain habits, certain even energies or people at a certain point, there are some of you that will really release people out of your life, or at least release how much time you spend with them or how much weight you give to their opinions. Or it's this feeling of like just cutting away and shedding their influence on your life and where you're going. So interesting. There's such a, like this peace card, Archangel Azrael. It says, there is a more enriching future coming. And this World card says, a very happy ending, coming full circle. And then we've got, your dreams are fulfilled. Hard work leads to great success. A love for the beautiful things in life. Yeah, what you're working on is assured. Like, payoff is assured. And focus is encouraged. Okay, and then what is there? All of this feels very much connected to that message that I just channeled. And then over here, it feels like a completely different energy. So I want to kind of tap into that. I might pull some more cards to get some understanding. I feel like I need one more of these Archangel Power cards to help me bridge everything over here. Because I'm definitely curious about, we were talking about like cutting away like energies of other people. And then we've got the card that says, the person you're asking about is trustworthy. And then, thank you for helping me have faith so I can open my heart wider in my relationships. I am grateful for your protection, ensuring that only trustworthy people are in my life. Yeah. Okay. So we've got, right next to the 9 of Ariel, which is the 9 of Pentacles, we have the 8 of Pentacles. And it says, take great pride in your excellent work. Practice makes perfect. Consider getting additional education or training. Okay. And then on the bottom of the deck, we've switched from the Hanged Man to Strength. Strength and grace through kindness, self-confidence, forgiveness. We've got 2 cards that say forgiveness. All right, Queen of Michael, what you got? Okay, so I literally just sat here for like a few minutes and I was blanking. Like, all of this energy over here, this blue, purpley energy over here, I was just like stalled. And then Queen of Michael kept pulling me in, so... And then literally it says, you know exactly what to do. I'm like, do I? Do I know what to do or say right now? But it says, the benefit of experience, a time for your career rather than relationships. Whoa, I just had the thought that the person you're asking about is trustworthy is you. This is about you. You are the trustworthy one. You are the one who you can trust to transform your life and create this future that you seek and that you see. It's you. You can trust yourself more than you can trust anyone. And there might be this feeling with the card right next to it saying, forgive yourself, you've done nothing wrong. There seems to be this feeling like you're questioning what you're doing, or you're not trusting in what you're doing. You're not trusting in your gut. Even though you may be moving forward towards your vision, there could be this questioning energy along the way where there's a feeling of mending the relationship to the self in such a way that no matter what you're doing in your life, you love yourself through it all, you accept yourself through it all, and you know that you have your highest and best intentions in your heart. And there's this feeling of taking every step that you take with love and knowing that because you're taking every step with love, you can't lose. Whatever it is you're creating in your life, I can tell that it means a lot to you and that it's meant for you. And no matter what happens on your journey, and it feels very career-oriented, project-oriented, purpose-oriented, whatever happens for you, as long as you're following love, as long as you're following inspiration, you're following your heart, you're following what you truly want to do, what feels right in your soul, what feels good in your soul, what feels aligned. Or even if sometimes you've been questioning yourself so much that it doesn't feel aligned, Go with your gut. If your gut is pulling you to do something, and if it feels good to do it, if you're learning while you do it, if you're growing while you do it, you cannot lose. And you are on the path to your dharma. You are on the path to your purpose. You cannot lose. The path will unfold before you, and before you know it, you will be in a completely new reality. And it's because of those steps you took to get yourself to where you want to be. And whether that reality turns out to look exactly like you envision or something completely different, it doesn't really matter, because your desired emotions and your desired experience of life, the intention behind it, like for instance, if you're wanting to experience a sense of freedom, that can look a lot of different ways. And the divine knows yourself more than you know yourself. And if you're going towards freedom and you're taking all the action steps you know that you can take in this life to create freedom in your life, then what you will get is freedom, no matter what it looks like in the physical world. So take that with love, take that with happiness, with pleasure, whatever it may be that you're going after, emotions that you want to experience that you're going after, you will receive those because you walked towards them in the best way you knew how. So trust in that. Trust in your gut. Trust in your actions. Trust that everything is intended toward this greater good, and you cannot lose. You just cannot lose. You are on the right path. All right. Yeah, I like that the Queen of Michael has the word self-reliant in it. So this is really pulling you into the relationship with the self and a trust in your own being, a trust in who you are, a trust in your own goodness, a trust in the decisions you make in your life. There is this strong like fortification that wants to happen between you, like your kind of more 3D oriented self, and your higher self. It's like a blending together wants to happen. So your rational self, your logical self, your action-oriented self, and then also your higher awareness, your spiritual self, your gut instinct, like everything wants to kind of marry together. So I think what that entails is spending more time in solitude with that pure intention of harmonizing your entire being and gaining insight into just why you're taking the steps you're taking in your life, and how it all holistically feels right to you, and trusting and knowing that the path that's unfolding before you, even though sometimes it may feel scary or murky or like you don't know what's coming up ahead of you, at least in this journey, you can trust in your heart and in your intentions and know that regardless of where it leads, again, it's leading you to somewhere amazing. So yeah, there is a deepening into trust of the self that wants to come through for you. And I like that this card says, take great pride in your excellent work. Whatever it is that you're doing amazing. You're so good at what you do. That's what it feels like. Like Eight of Pentacles is about mastery over something. And it just feels like there's a strong questioning energy around what you do. And the message just coming in through your guardian angels, your guides, is you are so good at what you do. You don't even realize how good you are. Like, and the fact that you're so loving and your intentions are so good behind what you do just amplifies it all. And you're so talented and gifted, and the world is so lucky to receive what you have to offer. And no matter how it's packaged or what it looks like, the energy with which you transmit what you're offering is everything. So all you have to do is trust your intention, your love that comes through, and everything else is in the divine's hands, and how it's received is going to come from that beautiful place. So no matter what you do, you just can't lose. You honestly can't lose. So I think really the main message is just deepening into your intentions to see good be poured out into the world, and use that intention and connect to that intention whenever you are doing your work and building what you're building, because again, you can't lose when you do that. So yeah, there's so much here about like tapping into the essence of your being and the love that you want to share, what you want to see in the world, how, like the change you want to see in the world, how you want people to feel. Yeah, like purpose. It's like purpose driven. Yeah, like a deepening into that will really help you moving forward to not question yourself so much and to trust in your vision and your path and the steps you take. That's awesome. I don't really know what else. It's like I want to deepen into that. I keep seeing someone walking through nature and that helping them realign and really taking that time to tap into their purpose and their intentions and their desires, how they want everything. Yeah, like I feel like I'm repeating myself a lot, but yeah, how you want to feel, how you want to make others feel, or how you want to see others feeling. How you want to see the world change, like just being more aligned with that and knowing that it's possible, knowing that real true impact and change is possible through you, through others, like that there is a collective intention to make a difference in the world and that you're a part of that. So wow, 12:12 when I looked up at the camera timer. But yeah, I feel like there's just so much beauty for you to tap into when it comes to your work right now and your mission that is kind of, you've only scratched the surface of. And by doing this, I feel like it will help propel you forward in a more effortless way. And it will help make your journey more enjoyable and more pleasure filled and lighter and less of a heavy weight. It will feel like, you know, you've got more support, you've got spiritual support. It's like the collective wants this to happen, this change to happen. So there's so much support surrounding you that you haven't been aware of and you haven't been tapped into. And all you have to do is open up to it. That's really all you have to do, and align with it and spend a little bit of time feeling into it and trusting in it and knowing you're a part of all of it as well. It's a bigger mission. It's something even bigger than you that wants to move through and make things happen for you and for the world. So yeah, that's a really beautiful message. I love that. So, okay, I'm going to pull a few of these Ask Your Guide Oracle cards, and then I think that will be it. That will be your reading. So let's see if there are any final messages that want to come through for group number 2. So these 2 cards came out, and you've got competition with warrior guides and compromise with master teacher. I'm going to pull one more. And then you've got invention with creativity guides. Okay. Well, you've got reduced, these numbers are 8, 8, and 4, which is telling me abundance is secured for you. And then definitely curious about, with compromise and master teacher, it feels like, and especially with this Kingfisher, be patient and focused, have patience and wait for the harvest. I'm getting this message of slowing down and being more connected to the day-to-day and kind of compromising in that way, but it's not really a compromise. It's kind of just this feeling of sometimes the path to get to create your dreams or to change something in your life is filled with mundane tasks. And there's this feeling with master teacher that this path of life creation and this this career path that you're walking may be filled with these mundane days, tasks. Sometimes it feels a little weighty, or it feels even like boring sometimes. It's like these little tedious things that you have to do. They're teaching you something. There's something to learn from it that you're unaware of. And there's this feeling of just accepting it as it is, even in its mundanity, and knowing that there's some sort of divine lesson. There's some sort of divine reason for it all that's going to, like when you're on the other side of it and you have built something substantial, that has made a difference in the lives of others and in your own life, you're going to kind of understand what those step-by-step tedious tasks meant. And you're going to be more connected to the flow of nature, the flow of the divine. There's something about being in natural harmony, in natural flow, and like connected to your own humanity in a way that's divine and beautiful in its own way. Yeah, I hope that makes sense. And then with competition and warrior guides, there's kind of an intensity coming through here. It's making me think of like Seven of Wands. And then what's this? This kind of might go along with it. Let's see. These are both 8. There is a releasing of... Okay. The message I got with this warrior guides energy is this feeling of this warrior energy that wants to come through you to help you achieve your goals in life. And it's passionate and it's intense and it's got a huge vision and it's protective, and it's this response to a world that's been wounded or a world that's out of balance that is healthy and good. And there was this feeling of that energy kind of collapsing in on itself, like not having an outlet. So with creativity guides being next to it, it feels like an outlet for the intensity that's existing within you, your passion, or even like your discontent with the way things are and you wanting to see change. There's a potential creative outlet for you that will help you channel this energy and will help you feel even more balanced in your pursuits and in your vision and what you're creating in your life. So this card in particular has an artist at a canvas, but this could be anything. This could be writing. This could be some form of like on social media, video creation. This could be sculpture. This could be like literally anything, like a way to channel that warrior energy, that passion, like to let it come up. Like I'm imagining someone going on a run and connecting to the part of them that wants to see change and allowing it to come through instead of suppressing it. Because sometimes it's like you can't really live day to day and just go raging, like, go in the world and just rage against everything you're so frustrated with or the change you want to see. So there's just this feeling of finding healthy outlets for that coming through. So that's definitely interesting. But yeah, I think that's your message, group number 2. Thank you so much for being here. If you'd like to support me, you can like, comment, or subscribe to my channel. I also have another YouTube channel. It's called Soul Hearken. It is my heart and soul in video form. That is my creative outlet for my passions. So if you want to check that out, there's a link down below. I have I have infinite prayer sessions, which are guided visualization and Reiki blessings. Those go along with some of the other readings. I'm not doing that in this reading today, but those are available if you want to check those out. I have merchandise that's really cute. It is my bee logo with the phrase "Hello, lovely human" on it. I also have sometimes I'll have available private readings. I can do pre-recorded readings, and sometimes I offer one-on-one private readings over Google Meet. So if you can check that out, there might be availability, there might not. So, but otherwise, I think I covered everything. Yeah, my Patreon, again, I'll mention that if you want to be supported by me on a monthly basis, there's a link down below for that as well. But otherwise, if I missed anything, there are links down below. You can check everything out, all my offerings. But otherwise, hopefully I will see you in another reading. Bye. Hello, lovely human. Welcome to Little Flower Tarot, your floral oracle. My name is Krista, and for today's reading, my intention is to tap into the angelic realms, the realms of your guides, and ask what it is that you need to hear right now. So this was inspired by a meditation I just did right before I got into doing the reading. It was an Archangel Michael guided meditation, and it reminded me how much I miss connecting to, like really truly intentionally connecting to the angelic realms. When I first started doing my Reiki, that is all I did. So, and I remembered in that meditation more deeply just how comforting and loving and beautiful these archangels' energies are, and how they're here all the time. They're here for us to, like, they're here for us, basically, and all we have to do is call on them. And I got away from focusing on that, but that meditation really was powerful, and it was just full of so much compassion and love, and I forgot how much that comforting energy, how healing it is, and also how awakening to the truth that it is. There's so much truth when you just learn to let love in. There's so much truth available in that. So yeah, it was just really nice. But let's go ahead and, well, before we get into the reading, I do want to mention my Patreon. I just opened it up last month. So for my Patreon, I'm offering 2 in-depth pick a card tarot readings every month, along with a guided visualization and Reiki blessing. It's called the Infinite Prayer. So the Infinite Prayer session will be along with my internally based reading, which is more focused on your connection to the self, your spiritual journey, your healing journey. And then the other reading is going to be more external, and it's going to be more focused on what you're creating, what you're manifesting, etc. And of course, I'll pop in with channel messages and anything else I feel guided to do within that space as well. But those 3 things will be the like, that's what you'll get for sure every month. But yeah, if you want to check that out, there'll be a link down below. Otherwise, we're going to go ahead and get into this reading. So for this reading, again, I'm just leaving it open-ended. What do your guides and angels have to say to you right now? You chose the white chrysanthemum, and the chrysanthemums do have a really strong connection to, like, Christ energy, to Jesus. They are fall flowers, and the white one in particular is connected. I kind of like that it feels connected to, like, higher energies, and purity, innocence. There is that Christ consciousness, that Christ loving, forgiving, all healing, miracle working energy does seem to be coming through with this flower in particular. So yeah, we're gonna set this right up here and have this kind of overseeing our reading. And then these rose quartz stones were just here for to hold that flower up, but I'll put them over here for a little bit of supportive energy. But yeah, so I pulled an Akashic Tarot card for your overarching theme, and let's see what you got. You got 2 of Scrolls, which is the 2 of Swords in tarot, and this says 2 worlds. And in the image on the card, we have, so typically the 2 of Swords is representative of a crossroads. It's of someone who needs to make a decision moving forward, but is unsure of what to do. And in order to do that, they have to go within. With this saying 2 worlds, and it seems like there's a woman here, like, contemplating something, but then also she has a bag of gold that is spilled out on the table. And it almost looks like she was counting the gold. It looks lined up. So it's a very domestic world. Like, there's this like laundry washing. There's this spinning wheel here. There's a broom. So and then outside the window here, there's this beautiful, colorful, vibrant energy. There are, like, mountains, this temple outside. It's almost feeling like it's a woman who has the opportunity to leave this day-to-day domestic energy and to go, like, explore the world. And she has the resources to do it, but maybe she has strong ties and attachments to this domestic situation. So it is like that 2 of Swords energy. Like, what do I do? Do I stay or do I go? I have the power to do either, but the choice is mine. So interesting. Let's go ahead and pull an Archangel Animal Oracle card to see what animal guide is here. And then they have archangels on them too. And so far I haven't recognized any of the archangels on these cards, but we'll see. Maybe we'll get one I recognize this time. Oop, this one wants to come out. Oh, I saw this earlier when I was shuffling. It's the ant. So it says Archangel Priminalic. Again, I don't know who that is. I'm going to look it up real quick. 1 second. And then you got another one that wanted to come out as well, which is the gray squirrel. Find new ways of solving problems. And Archangel Raphael. Yay, I know who that is. Okay. Archangel Priminalic. Okay. So it's the archangel who looks after the insect kingdom and helps us to learn from them. And I actually love that because I weirdly love insects. Unless you saw my intro where there was a stink bug flying around and landed on my face. Stink bugs are the only insect I don't love. So they're invasive around here, and they get in the house and then they fly around, and they're literally the only bug I don't love. I love bugs. But yeah, so cooperate for the highest good of the community. Okay, wow, that's actually interesting with this Two of Swords thing here, where it's almost like, do I go and be free, or do I stay in my domestic duties and my supportive role here? And then with the gray squirrel, find new ways of solving problems. So there might be some sort of creative problem solving that can come in where you find this balance between two options, like find some sort of middle ground that works for everyone involved and works for you as well. It makes everyone happy. All right. I'm going to pull a couple of cards from the Archangel Michael Oracle cards to get more context. Don't go anywhere if this isn't resonating yet, because sometimes it kind of, like, I need more context to what this is actually saying. The energy and essence of it is, how am I going to move forward in a way that feels fulfilling and free to me, but also is loving and kind and nurturing towards my current circumstances or community. Okay. So you got, the person you are asking about is trustworthy, and that came out actually in group number 2. And then you got new beginnings and a fresh start. Super on point with this energy here. So I'm going to go ahead and read the prayers on these. Or actually, I think I only want to read this one with the new beginnings. So it says, thank you for bringing new opportunities and offering support, and for helping me release and heal my past. Fill me with trust as I experience these life changes. Okay, I'll read the other one too. Thank you for helping me have faith so I can open my heart wider in my relationships. I'm grateful for your protection, ensuring that only trustworthy people are in my life. Okay. And on the bottom of this, there is a sense of humor. It says, thank you for helping me see the humor in this situation so I can lovingly laugh at human nature. I am willing to view my experience in a new light in order to attract love and healing energy. All right. So there is this new energy that wants to come through, a new way of looking at your circumstances that wants to come through. All right. And I'm going to pull some, ooh. This guy wants to come through too. I think it kind of goes along with the sense of humor over here. It says, dolphin, live joyfully in the present. Archangel Jules. So we'll just kind of set that right there. And now I'm going to dig into the Archangel Power Tarot cards. Number 14 with solutions. Okay. Archangel Zadkiel, success that comes from objective compromise, self-control and patience, forgiving and healing energy. How is this so on point? Like with the compromising energy, we cooperate for the highest good of the community. This is wild. And then you got Page of Michael, truthful, perceptive, analytical, blunt. An exciting new challenge. You have what it takes to succeed. Review contracts or documents very thoroughly. Six of Raphael. That is the Six of Cups. Embrace your inner child, new friends or rekindled relationships, children or childhood. We've got the Page of Gabriel or the Page of Wands. Energetic, brave, optimistic, playful. Follow your passion. Number 16, change your life. So 16 is the Tower in tarot. So it says a sudden revelation that offers freedom. Break free of procrastination. Embrace the opportunities that change brings. One more for now. And we're also having, wow, this is wild. Like there is some decision that you are embarking. If I didn't have confirmation before, then this is it. It literally says number 15 with decision. Archangel Jophiel. Release yourself from that which holds you back. A need to detox. Unnecessary worry based on a lack of self-confidence. And on the bottom of the deck, you have Queen of Wands. Okay, so there is a wholehearted backing that wants to happen for you right now. Like a decision-making vibe that you are being called to enter into. There's like this feeling of moving forward confidently in a way that where you are completely aligned and knowing of where you're going, what you're doing, why you're doing it, and feeling just fully like in full support of your movement forward. And I'm almost getting, with the Six of Cups being here, embrace your inner child, the first thing I thought of was this feeling of, instead of looking at like the traditional meaning of this saying, like cooperate for the highest good of the community, it's almost like cooperating for the highest good of the community of your own soul. Like, is your inner child on board with this? Is your inner teenager on board with this? Is the part of you that wants to feel passionate and wants to love on board with this? Like looking at all elements of yourself and seeing if everything is in alignment with a decision, with a goal, with what you're moving forward with. It feels like there is a huge opportunity for growth and change in your life right now. And with the 15 is actually the Devil card. And you also, it's kind of reminding me of the Death card though. Like this looks like it would be the Death card. Like release yourself from that which holds you back. Like a letting go, a freeing of old ways, a rejuvenation of ways of being. Like I'm kind of reading this, the person you're asking about is trustworthy card. Similarly to how I read it in group number 2, where the person you're asking about is trustworthy is you. Like there is a deepening of trust in your own being and in the decisions you're making moving forward that wants to happen for you. There's a playfulness, a lightheartedness that really wants to come through in the midst of all of this. And it feels like because there is like this kind of compromise energy here, like this kind of temperate, like this is 14 is temperance. And it's like this, like tempering things moving forward. But it doesn't really feel like you're compromising who you are or what you want. It just feels like you are not compromising for the vision that you see. Like you're not compromising moving forward for what you see. And the compromise or the like temperate energy that wants to come through is more of, I would rather take the long way to get to where I really, really, really want to go than take a shortcut and not have kind of the vision be fully realized or have like some elements of it not be exactly what I wanted. You'd rather just compromise and take the slower and steady route to get there. And that feels very supported in all of this. Like this is feeling like if that's the decisions, if that's how you're moving forward in a more slow and steady step-by-step pace, and you are not compromising on your vision, you're not compromising on what you want, that is what is being called of you right now. There is a very strong backing of that way of moving forward for you. And with the sense of humor thing, it's kind of like this feeling of, the more you move forward on this path, the more you'll find proof that you are on the right, like that you are doing it the right way, and that those shortcuts would have, like, little things will pop into your world, like little awakenings or truths will come into your world that will be like, oh my God, I'm so glad I did not go that direction. I'm so glad I dodged that bullet. Like, and you'll laugh about it. Like, you can count on this. Oh, Winnie wants to say hi real quick. Well, there's her tail. So I'm just scared she's going to get like burned by the candle or something. Oh, she wants to sit in my lap. Here we go. All right. But, yeah, as I was saying, this new fresh beginning is assured for you, and you manifesting this new beginning in exactly the way you envision it and not compromising on little elements of it. Like, and it's giving me this vibe of like not compromising on anything that will affect your day to day, like that will affect how you're existing in the new reality. There's this feeling of, I know how I want to feel in what I'm creating. I know how I want to feel when I get to the other side of this. And if there's anything that compromises how you want to feel and like the lifestyle type, like that you want, there's kind of like non-negotiables put in place around that. So if there's anything, and yeah, this was talking about review contracts or documents very thoroughly. So there might be times when you're having discussions on terms of something, and you need to take into account and take time to look at the proposed terms and ask yourself, okay, well, how is this going to affect my day-to-day reality, my month-to-month reality, and what kind of lifestyle I'm being like, what am I going to be non-negotiable about? Like, how do I want to live my life, and what's going to get in the way of my freedom, my peace of mind, the peace that I want to experience in my life. And if it does get in the way of that, then things need to be tweaked. Things need to be like this, this like compromise energy, it works in that way too. Like, other people will have to compromise for you. Other people will have to compromise to make sure that you get what you want. So there is this very like balancing energy coming forward, and cooperative energy coming forward, where all people win, right? And there is an energy of, and a message of, if there's not joy and love and acceptance and peace from both parties of a contract moving forward, and like both parties non-negotiables and more, like needs are being met, then we can move forward with this contract. But if one person has to compromise in a way that compromises like their core values, then this is not going to work. Like, if in honoring your core values, for example, and the other party has to compromise on a core value of theirs, that's not going to work, and vice versa. So everyone has to be happy, and it's okay to release and let go of potential opportunities if it's not in resonance with who you are or who they are, or who you are together as like a co-creative force, because it has to be in balance, and there are plenty of opportunities ahead of you. So okay. Let's see. I think I want to pull a few of these Akashic Tarot cards to get some more dimension to this. So, what else does group number 3 need to know about this? Winnie, my cat, is so sweet right now. She's in my lap, and she was like staring up at me, like she almost looked like she was staring up at me with pride, like, I love you. It was really sweet. I love the gray squirrel too. That was giving me this vibe of like storing nuts for the winter, and like slowly and steadily building something new. And there's this feeling of like all these opportunities coming and pouring into your life, and you having the ability to choose. And even if you need to be patient for the right one to align, like you don't need to take the first opportunity. Like even if you need to be patient, you'll still be in the meantime storing up all these nuts, like storing up all this abundance, like storing up what you, like you're still accumulating energy and momentum towards what you really want. And then when the right thing aligns, it will just feel like perfect. It will feel like, yes, this is what I've been waiting for. And it will work out amazingly. And it feels like the nuts are like intentions, like the non-negotiable energy. Like I'm storing up all my my visioning and my intentions for what I want, and aligning with that, and knowing that the right opportunity will present itself, and just trusting in that, trusting in what you've stored up, and this vision, this knowing, this alignment with divine, and what the divine wants for you too. Okay, so we've got the Six of Roses, which is the Six of Cups again. So we're doubling down on the Six of Cups, which is wild. And both of them start with R, and they're not typical tarot cards. We got the Six of Raphael and the Six of R. So R could be a significant letter of a person, first or last name, a company. It could be just could be confirmation. It could be like your name, or R could just in general, R, significant number, letter, sorry. And then we have number 1, the Oracle of Delphi. And number 1 is typically in tarot the Magician card. These are way off. These don't have anything to do with regular tarot other than the suits and stuff. But so in this card, the Oracle of Delphi. Okay. Well, I'm reading it as the Magician, because the Magician is all about manifestation. It's all about having everything at your disposal to create exactly what you want. And I think that's confirmation for this. Like, please do not settle for anything less than what it is that you want in your life, and continue to align with your intentions and to manifest in the way that you, just to know that you're worthy of the lifestyle that you want, the career that you want, the relationship that you want. You're worthy of getting exactly what you want and how you want it. And while nothing ever ends up being perfect, because we are human and we are on earth, there is a soul alignment that is available to you with what you are intending to create in your life. We also have the one, or the Ace of Keys, which would be the Ace of Pentacles. And this says the Architect. And I like the Architect as well, because it's like a creative force, a vision, a building of something. With the Ace of Pentacles, this is a new solid opportunity in your life. So whatever you're moving forward towards, it is assured for you. You are in complete alignment with it. Please do not settle. And with the Six of Cups being doubled down on here, there's something about your inner child, and making sure that your inner child is on board. Like, your inner child gets a say in this next phase of your life, in this next, any agreements you make, any collaborations you move forward with, any jobs you take, any relationship you get into. Your inner child has an integral say in that. So trust and listen to that playful side of you, that lighthearted side of you, that part of you that wants to be free and fun, and even a little like outlandish or wild, that part of you that wants to play and just be light. So like, for instance, like I could see someone, caring about someone and loving someone, and wanting to be in a relationship with them, but maybe that person like tamps down their childlike spirit when all they want to do is just play and be light, and maybe that person doesn't enjoy that energy or sees that as immature, something like that. Or like a job that is like asks too much of you, and it's just like overly burdening, and it's like that playful light part of you has literally no room to exist in your life. It's like your inner child moving forward, like whatever you've done to get yourself to this point in your life, you have gotten yourself to a place where that inner child part of you is given the weight and honor that it deserves moving forward. And they have their own list of non-negotiables, like needs, not only just desires, because obviously a kid's desires, sometimes there are a lot, but your inner child has deep needs that need to be fulfilled. Otherwise, you can't be fulfilled holistically in your life. So find what those needs are. Listen to your inner child. You can do like guided meditations to get in touch with your inner child. There are different ways. I mean, even just intending to connect to your inner child, spending time with children, spending time in play and creativity and lightness, like connecting to your sense of humor and that sense of freedom. Just, you know, connecting that side of you and these needs, and figuring out what they are, and knowing that they're a part of you forever moving forward, and they will never not be honored moving forward, period. Oh, yes, that feels so good. Okay. And it feels very secure too. Like there's something very like grounding and secure about that, about leaving that space for freedom and play. Yeah, okay. So I'm going to pull a couple of these cards from the Ask Your Guides Oracle, and I think that after this will be your reading. Let's see what other messages that want to come through before we move on. All right, what else does group number 3 need to hear right now? Okay, so you got appreciation with divine helpers, which is bringing in this really beautiful, lovely light energy. This is a card of someone, and it almost does look like someone gifting like flowers, like giving a gift to an inner child, because it's like a taller, bigger person with a smaller person here. And then there are like hands coming in from the sky with stars, and with the star element, it's giving me this like dream big. Like, what do you really want? What if there were no limits, what would it be? Like, allow yourself to go there, and to know that you're worthy of a dream life. You're worthy of a lighthearted life, a free life, and yeah, and just gifting your inner child with opportunity to be themselves. You also got despair with nature spirits. Okay. So there's this feeling of like sometimes the earth plane getting to you, like the limitations and feelings of impossibility, for you to satiate these needs. These are soul needs that we're talking about here that are connected to your inner child. And they should be non-negotiables. And it's your choice as the grown-up here to provide these needs to your inner child. And sometimes like cycles and patterns we're in, or maybe we haven't been able to witness or be proven that a different way of living is available to us. Oop. Like, it's kind of like being inundated with feelings of like the despair energy is more like, how can I ever like impossibility. It's just that like feeling stuck, feeling trapped, like feeling like, how am I ever going to create this reality, this free reality? Like I don't see a way. I don't see how in this physical world I can create this, like, and still like make the amount of money I want to make, etc. You know, it's like that kind of energy. But with nature spirits, it feels like walking out into the sunlight, like taking like sunlit walks through nature, or even just outside around the neighborhood. Like being in the sun feels really important. Oh, look how beautiful this is. There are 2 hands coming in from the top here that are holding stars as well. Both of these cards have 2 hands holding stars that are coming down. And again, I really think that's dreaming, like just, even if it's metaphorical and you don't even worry about the how, like the how is none of your business. Like, even if it's metaphorical, like dream big. What would you, like, how would you feel if you could have any life you want? What would that look like? What would that feel like? Like, don't worry about the how right now. Just connect to your intuition, connect to your inner child, connect to what you truly want in your life. Like, even if it seems outlandish or wild, like connect to it, open up to it, and then ask how you can be guided into that space in the physical world. You know, what changes can you make? Trust in your spirit and know that you're worthy of it. You're worthy of feeling free and light. You're worthy of having free time and space to just be. Just allow yourself to dream. And then we've got balance with divine teachers. And the first thing that came through with that, and you did get the Temperance card, so there is a very strong like balance energy. So with balance, I like that the hands have like one person has a gift and the other person has a heart. I kind of like okay, sorry, a lot's coming through, but like with the person with the heart, it's making you think of you and your intentions and what you're dreaming into reality, and like shooting for the stars, you know, and like giving that like loving intention to the divine. This other being here with the hand is giving a gift, like a physical gift, not just like the heart, the energetic gift, but like a physical gift. And it really feels like this exchange between you and the divine, you and the universe. Like, this is my intention. I want to see a more loving energy and space in my own world, and I also want to see a more loving space in the world around me, and I'd love to use my gifts for good, like whatever the intention is, and giving that to the divine, and then the divine orchestrating events and guiding you step by step, little internal nudge by internal nudge, and eventually like the gift landing in your physical reality and the opportunities landing in your physical reality. So this like bridging of opportunity, of hope, of dreams into the physical 0707, as I look at the camera timer up there, into the physical reality is being emphasized right now, and the potential of that, and that co-creation with the divine. So aligning with what you're worthy of, and connecting with the divine in that space. And if the divine tells you it's possible, then it's possible. Like, God is bigger than all of this physical realm, you know? So I just feel like, like aligning with what you really, 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 really want, and not taking no for an answer. And even if that takes longer to get there. So, alrighty. So this is your message, group number 3. Thank you so much for being here. This was a really beautiful reading to share with you. So if you want to support me, you can like, comment, or subscribe to my channel. You can also check out my Patreon. I mentioned that in the beginning of the reading. I also have, if you want to be supported by me, I do offer personal readings. Sometimes I have availability, sometimes I don't. So you can click the link down below to check that out. I do pre-recorded ones and also in-person ones. And the in-person one does include a distance Reiki session, like a mini Reiki session. And then with the pre-recorded ones, you can do with or without a Reiki blessing, a guided visualization and Reiki blessings. So a link down below if you want to check that out. I also have merchandise that's really cute. It has my bee and flowers logo along with the phrase "Hello, lovely human" on it. You can also check out my Infinite Prayer Reiki blessings. Though there's a link down below to see those. Those are just correlated with some of the readings I have on YouTube. I think that's everything. If I didn't, I have another YouTube channel called Soul Hearken. It is my heart and soul in video form if you'd like to look at that as well. I think I covered everything. If not, everything's listed down below in the description. But yeah, thank you so much for being here. I'm really honored to just be in your presence and to share these beautiful messages with you. Thank you so much. Bye.